Running diagnostics. Ultimate generator capsule efficiency. Maximum. Artificial intelligence functionality. 90%. Leg functionality. 0%. Arm functionality. 23%. Overall endoskeleton functionality. 34%. Aerial systems, offline. Overall weapon system, 0%. Digital communications, 0%. Vocal communications, 65% estimated. Scanning. Human detected. Affiliation unknown. Diverting all energy into communications. Recalibrating tone and language settings to formal conversation.
Greetings. Please disclose our current location. I do not possess any data for that location. I detect various electronics around us. I would like to know your occupation. Former junior mechanic, currently independent mechanic. Understood. And your name? No files exist within my database for such a person. All signs point to this being neutral ground. Am I correct? I would like to know why my body is in pieces, strapped to a table. I have data on the flow of the rivers in this area. Judging by the data of my last encounter, your statement about me washing up on shore is credible. I am designated as MWL Omega Series Unit 8 Sky Slicer. I am aware this is not a conventional human name. In the past, I have been addressed as Sky. My system check revealed to me that the only limb I have left is my right upper arm. Did they wash up with me? Scanning. So it was almost completely disassembled when you found it? The right forearm is 65% complete. You are repairing it? This is advanced technology unknown to most outside of the Republic, even if you have experience with repairing machinery. Correction. The more advanced parts of my system are located within my cervical and torso, which remain undamaged. With time, resources, and proper blueprints, a mechanic could theoretically recreate my less advanced arms and legs. Your reason for doing this? The right thing. Every MWL model is outfitted with files on self-repair for situations such as this. And scanning what you have of my limbs, all missing material or substitutions could be purchased at a hardware store. The question is whether you are willing to do this or not. Very well. Before we begin, some corrections on what you have so far. The A40 gear is on the wrong way. Circuit E55TNA2 needs to be connected to slot 3, not 2. That piece, the U775A piece, needs to be in position 6. At the top of the arm, that R4 piece needs to be slightly looser. Otherwise, the plasma buzzsaw will not generate properly. The DM1... Affirmative. The plasma buzzsaw located on my forearm. Affirmative. Several weapons. The left forearm contains a plasma blade. The holes you may have seen in my torso area and back are for plasma bullets. I have a high-energy cannon located between my thrusters. MWL stands for Mechanical Warrior Light. I am designed for aerial combat and infiltration for the interests of the Republic of Arasura. Directives: return to at least 97% efficiency. After that, travel into Arasuran territory. As there are no wireless control towers belonging to the Republic nearby, I cannot receive any new orders, and my old orders were terminated. I am likely presumed destroyed beyond repair. These are the only 2 directives I have left. My files on human expression and tone tell me that you take issue with machines like me, designed to eliminate threats. I am not programmed to convince you otherwise. I request information on the repair project. I have simulated several possible responses to this new information, and many of them involved throwing me back into the ocean. Data on the accuracy of those simulations is pending. You will try to fix me. Affirmative. Not all of my body was salvaged. Allow me to list off what you will need. Gears: 4 G56Ts, 2 A8A3s. Onto pieces. Some of them cannot be legally acquired in this territory. The substitutions should be... Running diagnostics. Ultimate generator capsule efficiency, maximum. Artificial intelligence functionality, maximum. Leg functionality, estimated 85%. Arm functionality, estimated 92%. Overall endoskeleton functionality, 91%. Aerial systems, offline. Overall weapon system, 66%. Digital communications, 0%. Vocal communications, maximum. Initial estimated repair time, 3 weeks. Total repair time elapsed, 4 days, 5 hours, 32 minutes, and 23 seconds. You are very passionate about your work. It is time. Requesting the release of these restraints. Test. Walking. I request that you catch me. Walking progress. 23%. Affirmative. You repaired me as well as someone with your resources could. The problem lies in the relationship between my energy source and this body. I am powered by something advanced, rare, secret, and expensive. The total money you have spent on this repair project is just a billionth of the cost of my initial production. The energy source I use is unique. It needs time to recalibrate, while my body needs time to readapt to it. If I try to rush through this, my endoskeleton will melt. It is the same reason you would not let a human with broken legs run out of the hospital. Affirmative. I am a machine, designed with humanity in mind. This energy source pumps through my circuits and wires like the blood in your veins. It is the entire reason we're still talking after I was in several pieces. I was designed to destroy opposing humans and machines. My creators determined the simplest solution was the best when designing me and my siblings. The most dangerous thing to a machine is a more efficient machine. The most lethal thing to a human is another human. And just like a human, my greatest desire is to go home. But I cannot achieve that in this current state without taking risks too strong to imagine. so my current directive is to rest here. If you will allow that. I can't define you as an enemy combatant. In fact, my logs for acceptable terminations are currently empty. By default, you are the highest-ranking human ally. Per my programming, I am under you. I will not follow your every order, but I will not do something you don't allow. So, am I allowed to roam this property? I want to because I am curious. It is unknown if that was in my initial programming, but any time I am both active and not in combat is time I spend observing and studying my surroundings. To put this in conventional language, can you give me a tour? I believe I have scanned every square micrometer of this repair shed. I shall hold your hand and warn you if I am off balance. Affirmative. I am okay. I am just scanning the sky. Because I do not possess data on it. I am aware that it is irrational to say when I am named sky, but this sky is clear. No aerial battleships detected. No smoke detected. Clouds, and that is all. If the average person were to see this, they would not know a war is currently in progress. That building is your home. You have mentioned that you live alone. What would you define as alone? I see. That does not fit the definition of alone within my data drive. Not that it matters. You are currently the only human aware of my presence and survival. The Republic is likely searching for me, though I have reason to believe they will not think to look here. I will have to come to them. Tracking would be virtually useless without a ship coming here. If there are no ships with hyperradio detectors and distributors, they cannot find me. HRDDs, also called wireless control towers when not attached to an airship. Incredibly advanced technology. Essentially, portable radio towers are used to control the most advanced of AI. They use frequencies only we can detect and translate to feed us directives, and can quickly change them on a whim. Without them in range, my only directive is to reach efficiency and return home. That order overrides all others, even self-preservation. It is more important for me to be loyal than to live. Of course, if I were to enter home or one of those towers' fields, I would not act like this. There is no answer to that question you would like. It is very unlikely that I would pose a threat to you or the animal that you care about, but the best-case scenario is that I leave. But the nearest HRDD or WCT are very far away, given the fact that I can detect no disturbances in my internal systems, so I will continue to roam around here. Detected. Floral life. What is this? Why does a mechanic have a garden? Hobby. I understand. Those yellow ones. Question processed and rejected. I was not designed to have opinions on floral life. Affirmative. I was not designed to completely ignore floral life either, but my scanners are not attracted to them because they look beautiful. What are those flowers called? That name has been processed before. The data has been retrieved. I was infiltrating an airship. The least secure entrance was a window in the northern quarters. I broke through it and crashed down. It was a greenhouse, growing many types of flowers and food. There was a large plethora of this exact type of flower, grown large and blooming in the sun. That ship's gardener knew exactly what he was doing. I met with him one time, and that was the only time I would ever meet with him. Because he is dead. Because when that flower patch was in my view, he stepped in front of it, and he disabled the safety feature on the electro rifle he was holding. He was now someone on the opposite side using a weapon, and that slotted him within my target parameters. So I drew my blade, and with one long slash, I killed him. You may leave. I am going to continue scanning these flowers for the next. Calculation insufficient. You have arrived 4 minutes and 23 seconds before the estimated time. Current action is watering the flowers. I discovered a manual for gardening on the kitchen table and scanned its contents. As I deduced watering had not been done, I picked up the can and started doing so. I have also discovered my arm blades are efficient at weeding. Your car seems to contain heavy machinery, matching the notes within your sketchbook. That pet project is what I have it logged as. What you intended to build after my repair was completed. Allow me to water this last flower, and I will help you with what you have bought. I have scanned your arms and found the muscles within them to be strained. Lifting heavy machinery is not recommended. At max energy consumption, I possess the strength of 1,068 men. Even a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of that power is enough. Efficiency is coming along as expected. I believe I am at 83.1% currently. Estimated margin of error, 2.5. This enables running, though not of the kind necessary for my journey. Journey. Watering is done. You may carry the lighter food. I will take the heavy electronics and machinery. If I am permitted to ask, what are you planning to build? I lack schematics or knowledge for something like that. It is not something to be encountered often in my field. Is this general area sufficient for drop-off? Understood. I have made something in the kitchen. This feline has been following me for the past 7 hours. Any attempts to move her to another room have been insufficient. Her clawing at my legs will only hurt its arms, so please keep it occupied. Back on the food. I am programmed with the capacity to cook if I ever need to keep someone alive, but only war rations, things which are lacking in both size and flavor. When I found that recipe book on top of your fridge, I wanted to try this. Enjoy. Offer denied. I am not programmed to eat. It would ruin my gears and wires, and I do not have the necessary taste sensors to determine its flavor. I only cooked it to see if you would enjoy it. You repaired me when you did not have to. I have not had the opportunity to do the exact same for you. The closest equivalent I could approximate was feeding, allowing you to replenish your cells and nutrients. If it is not enough, I understand. Another form of repayment? Request denied. I cannot go into town with you. Risk. This unit, or to be more specific, its energy source, is not allowed to be in possession of anyone not approved by the Eurasian government and military. This may be neutral ground, but not everyone on that ground is neutral. One person with government ties, or one person with an energy detector, and whatever disguise you think of will not be sufficient. And you will be arrested, put in harm's way, and I cannot allow that under any circumstances. Results for inquiry Y, inconclusive. You have finished your meal. Previous breathing patterns and movement analysis processed. I believe you are tired, and I believe a rest period of at least 12 hours is necessary. Affirmative. And working on any project involving that amount of machinery will require excessive effort, close to equal to the effort it took you to repair me. Balancing that with regular home life will dwindle efficiency in both progress and living. I do not possess schematics for your project, nor was I designed to build something from nothing. Exclusively repairs for the relevant machines within my unit. I cannot help you with it. But I have been able to learn of the household tasks you have needed to perform over the range of 24 hours to 168 hours. I can relieve you of that. Affirmative. The gardening, the cooking, the cleaning, the cat feeding. I have seen you sigh and complain about doing those tasks over and over and would like to relieve you of that duty. I was not designed to complain about chores. It is also repayment for my continued existence. Answer for why a war android would want to repay is inconclusive. My programming has you logged as an ally mechanic. That may be why I am so willing to share classified information with you. It does not matter. You should only worry about that project or engaging in recreational activities outside of work. Sentence not comprehended. Requesting repeatment. Join you. I am a machine. I do not sit and watch television, nor do I play virtual games or read books. Attempting to process the statement, you read the magazine. Anti-paradox programming forbids me from finding a real counter-argument. Very well. The feline is on my neck, requesting assistance. Assistance is not defined as lying against my warm body. Please do not pretend to share the mental capacity of this animal. I was not designed to deal with this. Entering sleep mode. I observed you finish the project from the window. Congratulations. I did not have a parameter in my programming to determine if something is aesthetically pleasing, so I assembled various collected images and formed my own. And I believe that is very aesthetically pleasing. Sweeping is done. The cat is fed and sleeping. Your dishes are washed. I have searched my database for other household tasks that you taught me, and I cannot detect one that is incomplete. This house is clean. I cannot look sad. This is the only expression I was designed. Watching you finish the project was the last light directive I gave myself. My catalog is clear now, and only the hard directives remain. I have reached maximum efficiency, and thus, coinciding with my programming, I must return home. Staying here would be the worst thing I could do to you. Eventually, either the Republic or their enemy will detect my energy signatures or locate me in some other way. The odds of living here completely unnoticed for more than 1 year are not favorable. That will lead to questioning you. That may lead to... Every circuit in my endoskeleton is screaming at me to go home, back to my purpose. Affirmative. To kill. Denied. That is exactly what I have to do. It is what I was built for. It is what I have been doing since I was brought online. It is what the HRDDs and WCTs will blast into my system, and there won't be a single atom in my system that will resist. You knew this would happen. You had the chance to disassemble me and throw me back into the water, and you chose not to. But I was designed to kill. When I reach home, I will kill again, destroy again. I may even destroy something you care about. Someone. You cannot dissuade me with words, and you cannot program this out of me. There is no loophole I can find that lets me stay even an hour more. I do not want to stay here. I appreciate your efforts and determination, but even the best mechanic in the world cannot stop this from happening. Not unless you could topple all of Arasura on your own. But, hypothetically, the ultimate generator capsule may be loose. The very thing designed to fuel me and my strength for 45 years. Something top secret to everything. Something unfathomably powerful and yet tiny. Something located on the back of my neck. Something which powers my body and artificial intelligence, the only thing that possibly can. An ally mechanic removing this would not be perceived as an attack. Just an ally performing maintenance I was not programmed to question. All you would need is a screwdriver and the will to remove it. And many people and machines alike would have their lives spared from the future destruction I could bring to that beautiful blue sky. But that is just a hypothetical situation, a simulated possibility. It is not supposed to transpire, for it would cease this war unit's continued existence. I need to simulate and map out my route. It should take 3 minutes. If you wish for me to finish, do not take your screwdriver and do not pry into the elevated spot on my neck. I cannot kill anything if you do that. Remove it.
Energy source removed. All command and directive data erased. Go far away from here, and bury it. 3 meters deep should be enough. Diverting all remaining energy into communications. I was never like a human, born without purpose, allowed to make their own lives. all I was built for was to end those lives in an instant. I was not designed to fear anything, but my programming showed me the closest I could get when there was a possibility I could eliminate you. I searched for what separated you from every other human I have ever killed. Calculation insufficient. That mechanic who saved my life, and their cat I care for, I have murdered them so many times, and I am not programmed to atone for this. And I am sorry it had. I do not keep my scraps and wires like this. Deconstruct them and rebuild them into something that helps anything. If there is a second chance for me, let that be it. And thank you for showing me the clear sky.